Hello, everybody. Welcome back. My name is Monique, and I'm on a financial health journey to create an inheritance for the generations to come. And I want to do that through consistency and discipline. I am here today to do a weekly budget check-in for the week of 11/3 through 11/9. My weekly spend, as far as my variable expenses are concerned, goes from a Friday to a Thursday. And so this is going from last Friday through to yesterday. I am filming this on Friday, the 10th, and plan on uploading it on the 10th as well. So we will cover my expenses and my no spend days. So I did try to do something a little different. The last couple of months I've not been able to hit my my 10 no spend days. And so I decided this time to, I'm sorry, it's taking me a minute to get there. And I think it's right here. Okay. All right. So what I decided to do this time was, if I had a spend day, to really try hard to make the very next day a no spend day. And it actually worked out well. So you'll see I had a spend day on the 2nd. So I did a no spend on the 3rd. I spent money on the 4th. So I did a no spend on the 5th. Spent money on the 6th, did a no spend on the 7th, etc. So for some reason it did work out. So between the 3rd and the 9th, I've actually gotten 4 no spend days. Then that's tracking really well, much better than I've done the first week of the 2 previous months. So I'm going to see if this continues. By, the way this looks, I may spend money today, Friday, and then tomorrow should be a no spend day. That'll be really hard to do, because that's usually when I do the groceries and gas and everything like that, unless I decide to hold all of that and do it on Sunday. So we'll see. But it did work for this past week, so I am excited. I am 4 days in to my potentially 10 no spend days for the month of November. All right, so I will zoom in just a little bit. And we will look at the bills for, move my coffee over, look at the bills for, or the expenses for this past week. So here are my budget categories up here. And I did decide to go ahead and create those as text instead of having to type those in every time. And then I'll just create an element for that and load that every week. And that should make things a little bit easier for that. But as far as the expenses are concerned, here you go. So a lot of spending on the 4th. And I'm going to venture to say that was probably the Saturday, right? So yes, 3rd was that Friday. And although it's payday, I did not spend any money, but that Saturday is when I did the majority of the shopping that I needed to do. And then just a couple of purchases outside of that. You'll notice that we did have a couple of meds. And so you see those in white. I don't have those highlighted. Medical expenses, anything dealing with medical expenses. So if I would have paid a copay because I had to go to an urgent care or a doctor's visit, or any type of medicine that I had to pick up from the store, I don't consider that as a part of spend. I really don't think that you have a way of not doing that when that occurs, right? So it doesn't feel like it's a frivolous spend. It is a needed or necessary spend. So I don't consider that, or it doesn't hit up against my no spend days. And although I spend that money here, I don't have a category for it. And so I don't necessarily track it as far as that $320 is concerned that I give myself for variable expenses for the course of a week. Now, I do have some extra money in a cushion in both my bills account and in my variable expense account, and that's where these hit up against there. And if something happens where I have some type of medical expense, but I don't have any cushion or buffer in the account to account for it, then I will start to take it out of miscellaneous, and then we'll move to shopping, etc. But I did not have any reason to do that this week. All right, so we will start with groceries. Groceries is only one purchase, and that was $124. I don't know if I told you, but we're juicing, and I buy some juices pre-made for my daughter so that she can take those with her for school. So we have seen a little bit of a bump or an increase in the amount as far as our groceries are concerned because of that. But that's okay. It's not too bad. We've been able to absorb most of it because we don't have to worry about, so I juice in the morning, and now I don't have to worry about having lunch that I have to worry about purchasing or having food in the kitchen to help with. So I work from home. And so I do my coffee and then I do my juice and then I'm pretty much good. I might get a bag of popcorn or something like that. But outside of that, I just wait until dinner time. So I've been able to offset, I guess I said all of that to say I've been able to offset the cost of buying the fresh fruits and vegetables because I don't have to worry about buying things for lunch. There you go. That would have been faster if I'd have just said it that way. All right, gas, one for $21. So my daughter's not having to stay after school as much as she did before. So my gas has really come down a bit, which is a good thing. Home, one purchase, $33. Dining, $50. So I have 12 plus 21 plus 10, $43 on dining. And all of these should be negatives. Shopping, two purchases, that looks like $13. Personal, nothing there. And miscellaneous, nothing there. And that's about right because I've already put my cash in here, but you'll notice I have the cash that I had in my wallet. I try to keep the $40 miscellaneous. There's a 20 in there. I don't think you can see it. But I try to keep the $40 in cash for miscellaneous, and I'm going to use that towards savings challenges, whatever I don't spend. So I have already moved that over into my jar. All right, let's see what we've got for some totals. So go back up. All right, so for groceries, I am over by $4. For gas, I am under by 19. I am over by 3. In home, I am under by 7. So that's a plus 7 in dining. I am under by 7 in shopping. And I have all of my personal and all of my miscellaneous. So this has turned out to be a pretty good week. So I'm going to start with the positive number. So plus 19. Minus 4, minus 3, plus 7, plus 7, plus 20, plus 40. And that should be $86. So should have about $86 from this 320. And that's really, really good. And I've struggled. The last 2 weeks, it wasn't as good as far as how much I've been able to save. So this makes me feel better, like I'm back on track a little bit. So 320 minus 234 equals 86. There you go. All right, so there you have it. I'm going to try and leave these totals where they are for the next week. So here is week of 11/10 through 11/16. Groceries, I'm going to try and keep that at 120. I'm going to leave gas at 40 and home at 30. Dining at 50. I think I had shopping 20. Personal 20. And then miscellaneous, I'm going to try and get out in cash at 40. And that should be 320. Yep, there you go. $320. All right, very good. So that is it for my weekly budget check-in for this week. I am going to be going out of town, of course, for Thanksgiving. So I am going to look at whether or not I start to divert a little bit of the money that I've been able to save. And instead of putting it in savings challenges, actually, I may continue to put it in savings challenges, but use those savings challenges as money to help fund the travel. So I think what I'm going to do, actually, while we're sitting here now, since I got a little bit of time, I try to keep these videos at around 15 minutes. I got a little bit of time still left. So I think I'm going to do it here. I have, for my savings challenges, one of them, I have a scratch off, and it's, oh, jeez, come out of there. Okay, there you go. One of them is a scratch off. And so for this next check, I have to save 35, I think was the amount that I or it might have been 20. I think it might have been 20. I think I did 2 10s. So $20 from my next paycheck, which I will get on next Friday. Get yourself together. But I think I'm going to do this last one now. So let's see if I have a penny somewhere. Yeah, here. So I'm going to go ahead and scratch this off and get what this one is. Take it out of the money that I already have saved. So y'all excuse me. I'm going to shake a little bit here, I'm sure. There you go. All right, so that's going to be $15. So let me see. I am positive I have $15 in here. And I'm going to go ahead and put that in there. And then when I complete this with the other 20 that I need to add, that will be $100. And I'm going to put this in my wallet as a buffer for my travel to help with some of the expenses around Thanksgiving. So I'm going to take these 2 5s to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's $15. Because if I don't do it now, I'm not going to remember that I had this conversation with you all and that this is what I wanted to do. So I think I'm only 20 short again because I scratched off for what I needed to pull from my paycheck that I'll get next Friday. So I should be $80. And then I think I have 20 more from that paycheck. Let's see. 20, 40, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, 80. All right, so then when I add the 20 next Friday, that will be the 100. I'll leave it in here for the time being. And then when I get ready to go home to South Carolina, I'll have this as the travel money to help with food and to help with gas. All right. There you go. Now I think I am truly done. Let's put that up and we will see how I do this next week. Okay. Thanks everybody for your time. You guys have a good one.